What's up, guys, and welcome back to another Madden 21 fantasy style rebuild I have for you guys here today. Today it's going to be of the New England Patriots. This team got a lot better in the offseason. They improved some of their positions, of course, and they drafted a quarterback. So we're going to see how Mac Jones can develop in this rebuild. But anyway, if you guys are new to the channel and if you like watching Madden 21 rebuilds and other franchise content, definitely be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. And if you end up enjoying this video in particular, it would mean a lot if you could hit that like button. It definitely helps out the channel quite a bit. But let's start by going over the roster. Now, they have an 83 overall team, 83 overall offense, 84 overall defense. And like I said before, Mac Jones is on the team at quarterback. I gave him star development. I was really considering just keeping him at normal, but he was a first-round quarterback. Figured he probably deserves star development, so we're just going to go ahead and do that. He should play well. The Patriots usually have really good quarterbacks in Madden. Like Cam Newton almost wins MVP like every single time. He's really busted. Now, I don't know if that's just him or if that's the Patriots scheme. We're going to find out here to see if Mac Jones can do well. But of course, yeah, Cam Newton is the backup. I don't think I'm going to keep him on the team, just because quarterbacks have a lot of trade value at the moment in this Madden, and I kind of want to abuse that a little bit here. Maybe get a draft pick, maybe get a running back or a receiver. I think those are the three options I'm going to be looking at mainly with Cam Newton here. But speaking of their running backs, there's no one super good here. We have Sony Michel, who's a 79, James White's a 79, Damian Harris is a 75 with star, and he's the youngest. Sony Michel's not super old, he's like 26. He's 25, actually. I'm going to have Damian Harris be the running back if I can't trade for one. I don't actually know if I'm going to try to trade for one. I might just rock with Damian Harris for this season because they have a tremendous offensive line. Easily one of the best offensive lines in the NFL. And I kind of want to see if Damian Harris can run well behind this offensive line, or if running backs under an 80 are just destined to be terrible. Like, if Damian Harris doesn't produce behind this kind of offensive line, then I don't think any running back who's in the 70s will like ever produce for me. At receiver, though, their best option is Nelson Aguilar, and coming from an Eagles fan, that kind of hurts. Yeah, he's not that great. He's a 79. He's not horrible, I suppose. He's 27. Going to start regressing soon. Kendrick Bourne is the number 2. Jacoby Myers, N'Keal Harry are also on the team. I'm certainly looking to either trade for a receiver or just draft one pretty highly, because the Patriots have not had good luck drafting receivers recently. I should be able to get one on this team. Even if I draft a guy with normal, he can probably go off. Like, honestly, these guys can probably go off just because it's Madden. It's just, you know, bound to happen. Like I said before, though, the offensive line is phenomenal. I'm probably not going to change a single player on this offensive line. And then they have 2 solid tight ends. I mean, Hunter Henry is significantly better than Jonnu Smith in the game here, so I'm definitely just going to be rocking with Henry, but they're both pretty expensive. I'm just going to keep them both, I guess. I could trade Jonnu Smith probably, but let's just leave him at the number 2. I don't know. And then overall in the defense, it's looking like a 3-4. I'm not sure if that's what they're planning on running. I really don't know, but, you know, Matthew Judon is a power rusher, so maybe. Kyle Van Noy can also rush. So that's probably what they are running. I'm just going to stick with this. So I think then we're going to try the Giants defensive playbook. I've heard really good things about it. But let's start off here in the secondary. So Kyle Duggar is starting at strong safety. He is considered a rookie. He is kind of old, though. He's 24, but he should be fine for at least a couple seasons. Hopefully he develops. Devin McCourty is amazing at free safety. He's just really old, but he is super good, so I'm probably going to keep him for a season or two. Stefan Gilmore, one of the few 99s of this game, is tremendous, and I'm probably going to keep him this whole time. I don't think we're going to go that many seasons, like to the point where Stefan Gilmore either retires or isn't usable anymore, so we should be fine with him. J.C. Jackson is also tremendous here at the second cornerback position. Obviously not a 99, but he's an 85, and he's far younger. He's 24 years old, so hopefully he can develop into the 90s at some point. And then they have Jonathan Jones, who is a solid number 3 option. We might replace him at some point because he likely will regress in the next couple of seasons, but for now, he's certainly, you know, a solid option there. On the defensive line, we have Dietrich Wise starting at right end, Lawrence Guy starting at defensive tackle, but I definitely want Christian Barmore starting somewhere. I gave him star development as well. He seemed like one of the better D tackles in this entire class. I think according to PFF, he was the best, or at least their top D tackle, so I figured star development is certainly justified there. And then Chase Winovich is starting at left end. I'm not sure if I really want him starting at like interior D-line, but for now he's probably fine. Maybe we eventually flex him up to like outside linebacker because I kind of like him more on the edge. But we also have Josh Uche up here, who is certainly capable of starting on the edge. He's like 4 years younger, so we're gonna see how Uche plays this first season. I think hopefully the Giants scheme is a bit glitchy there for him. That would be really useful. But let's go ahead and make a few trades. Now, of course, it's fantasy style. I can trade anybody I want. That's the whole premise of these. It's just fun building teams this way. So Cam Newton is going, I think, because I said before he has a lot of trade value. We can probably get a first-round draft pick for him or a good receiver. I'm going to try to find somebody here to snag for this team. Okay, well, that was incredibly easy. We're getting Mike Evans. I didn't think that would go through, but Cam Newton, James White, and Henry Anderson is enough to get Mike Evans on the team. We also have Dante Hightower on the team. He wasn't listed on the roster, but he's still here, 88 overall. I thought something was missing on the defense, and now I realize who it was. We are snagging a first-round draft pick here, but sadly it's with the Saints, so it's really not going to be a good pick, but Kyle Van Noy, Lawrence Guy, and Ted Karras are going to the Saints. One final trade here, Jalen Mills and Adrian Phillips, both of the backup safeties, and a 6th-round draft pick are going to the Panthers for their 2nd rounder. All right, so we didn't make many trades, but I definitely think the team got better. We have Mike Evans now, the #1 receiving option. I did not think that was going to be so easy. He also looks really weird being number 82. But whatever, we're just going to rock with it. He's going to help out Mac Jones a ton, I'd imagine. I at least hope he does. But yeah, here's the offense. The defense really isn't that different either. You know, this team, I think, has a pretty good shot at making the playoffs. They have a solid roster. They typically make the playoffs anyway. So I'm hoping we can get a bit of that Patriots cheese on our side. All right, so the team is over 500 here at week 9, which is pretty surprising considering Damian Harris is the running back. Now, no disrespect to him, but my teams play horribly whenever I have a running back sub 80. So this is actually pretty surprising. We are in first place, though. The Bills and the Dolphins have the same number of wins, and then the Jets are down there at 2 and 6. Now, I don't really think there's anything to reveal here, but it's all right. You know, the team's looking pretty good. We're just progressing throughout the season. You know, Damian Harris is frustrated, which isn't great. Dante Hightower wants a contract. I don't really want to give him a 3-year deal, but I kind of want him back on the team for at least another season or two. JC Jackson, I do want to give that contract to. That is for sure. I want him on the team this entire time. He's coming back to the team. And then Dante Hightower, I'd give him a 2-year deal. Okay, he doesn't like anything about that offer. Okay, I really don't want to give him a 3-year contract, though. Maybe we can just franchise tag him at the end of the season. We could just go that route, I guess. All right, so the team is in the playoffs here at the end of the first season, going 9 and 7. We finished on top of the AFC East. There we go. Mac Jones, 4,848 yards, 31 touchdowns, 16 picks. Okay, hopefully this is Rookie of the Year. My lord, that's a lot of passing yards. Damian Harris was horrible. Sonny Michel wasn't great either. Okay, so it looks like we need a new running back. Mike Evans was really solid. 1,100 yards, 6 touchdowns. Hunter Henry over 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns. Jacoby Myers had a really good season too. 9 touchdowns, 933 yards. And then even Nelson Aguilar, 884 yards. That's where all the yardage came from. We had 4 receivers, all with at least 880 yards. That's pretty cool. Sacks allowed, really not too bad. 126 tackles there for Dante Hightower. 16 tackles for loss for Christian Barmore. We have 7 sacks for Chase Winovich, 5 for Matthew Judon, 3 picks for Dante Hightower and Stefan Gilmore, 2 for JC Jackson, 1 for Kyle Duggar and Devin McCourty. We were 5th on offense, and we were 18th on defense. Josh Allen is going to win MVP. All right. Mac Jones at number 8, though. AFC Offensive Player of the Year goes to Josh Allen. We have Mac Jones at number 7. Now, Joe Burrow and Zach Wilson are beneath him. Trevor Lawrence, though, is at number 4. He probably won Offensive Rookie of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year, Nick Kwiatkowski's going to win it. Dante Hightower, though, at number 4. And then Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Trevor Lawrence. Mac Jones at number 2. That sucks. We got close. Defensive Rookie of the Year is Nick Bolton. Surprisingly enough, it's not Owusu Koromora. He, always wins it. Josh Uche, though, at number 6. And Christian Barmore at number 10. All right, so I don't really expect to make a deep playoff run this season, but we'll see what happens. We're in 87, and so are the Chargers. All right, we don't have a bad shot here, I don't think. Let's go to the divisional round. Can we win? We actually can, and now we are probably going to get crushed. The Browns are in 89. They are 14 and 2. There's a reason that they only have 2 losses. They are insane, and we are going to lose to them, but only by 6. That's a good effort. All right, so the Browns and the Bears are in the Super Bowl. Browns are probably going to win this one, and they do, 28-25. Let's check out the team here, see if anyone's up in development train. Mac Jones is up to superstar development. Love to see that. Jacoby Myers didn't go up. That's kind of upsetting, but it's okay. I'm definitely looking to trade Nelson Aguilar this offseason. Hopefully we can get that done. And then on the defensive side, Chase Winovich is up in development trait, and so is Christian Barmore. I didn't expect him to go up to superstar. That is massive. All right, I don't think anybody else is up on this side of the ball, but those 2 guys going up definitely helps out a lot. But now let's go ahead and see if we can franchise tag Dante Hightower. So I'm going to give him a small deal that he's not going to accept. He's going to test out free agency, and we will pay him $13.6 million to come back for 1 more season. I'm perfectly fine with that. And now we can hop into free agency, hopefully add a couple players to this team, We have $19 million. Chris Godwin, of course, is the top free agent. The best running back here is Marlon Mack, sadly. Maybe we can look to draft a running back. Normally doesn't work, but who knows, man. Thaddeus Moss is the fullback, apparently. Okay, thought he was a tight end. Now, I really don't think we need anything in free agency. Like, I think this team is chilling at the moment. Now, I don't think we need any free agents. I just looked through the whole list. There was no one there really worth noting. So I'm just going to go straight to the draft then. We are now here in the draft. We have the 21st and 27th overall picks. And I have a couple options I could go with here. So first off, I'm thinking running back. Daniel Glass looks really good. I'm just worried he's not going to have a good development trait. But I like really want to take him. The other player I want to get is Bart George. I might be able to land both of them because, well, first off, Bart George had a good draft story about him at week 3. So there's a good chance he has hidden development trait. And then after those two, I would kind of like Adrian Edmonds. I just don't think it's going to be possible. I'm going to take the running back, I think, first. Because he might go before pick number 27. Let's go that route. Daniel Glass, 79 with normal. I figured he was going to have normal, but he is so good. 94 speed, 95 acceleration, 93 change of direction. All right, we're going to give him a shot starting this season. Let's see how that goes. And then at pick number 27, I'm going to take a receiver if he's still here. Hopefully he is. And Bart George is still available. Let me just see if the D tackle is here too. Adrian Edmonds is. So maybe we can trade up with the next pick. But Bart George is going to be on the team. 72 with hidden. That is perfect. He's going to be our new slot receiver. Just because of the hidden development trait. And now, the Chiefs. Maybe we can try to trade up with the Chiefs. Alright, so we are trading up with the Chiefs, giving them 2 second-round draft picks. And with this selection, we are taking a defensive tackle. Now, he's probably not going to stay at D tackle. I'll move him over. But Adrian Edmonds, or John Rice, hold on. Late first-round talent, Adrian Edmonds is early. We're definitely taking Edmonds. 75 with normal, but he's really strong. Pretty good block shed, good power and finesse moves. Good speed, too. Okay, he's a good defensive lineman. He's going to play D-end. Now, our next pick isn't until the 3rd round, and I would like to take another receiver, and he is gone. He was supposed to go in the 4th. That's all right. He looked really good, but I think we have one of the better receivers in this whole class. There's a middle linebacker here I should probably take, so we're going to go ahead and do that now. Edward Hurst. 71 with normal. He's probably going to start behind Dante Hightower. There's a good chance Hurst goes up in development traits, so I'll take it. I think I'm going to take Deshaun Green with this selection. He looks all right. 68 with normal. I mean, sure. He's a fine backup free safety. We have a couple more second-round talent players left, and there's actually just one. Ty Wood. Welcome to the team. 69. You gotta love that. Pretty solid-looking option there at defensive end. He's not really going to see the field all that much, but he's good depth. Now, we have 2 more selections left, and we have 2 more players left on the draft board. I know nothing about Flowers. I'm just going to take him. Let's see what he's all about. He's a 63. Yeah, he's probably not making the final roster. I just took him because a 6.1 combine grade isn't horrible for a D tackle. But he didn't really have a good bench press rep number, so I didn't really think he was going to be all that good. But I guess here, let's take a quarterback, man. Alex Black. 63. With 86 speed. Let's go. We got a gadget player. Now, we only got 1 hidden development trait player, but hopefully this guy goes off. I feel like he will. If we have him playing in the slot, he should play pretty well. But we have 2 other starters and then a couple backups. Actually, 1 more starter, too. We have Edward Hurst. I kind of forgot about him. But then a whole bunch of backups. Not a bad draft, but nothing crazy. And then the best player in the entire class was an 80 overall D tackle. This guy looked insane. Sadly, only normal development trait. But yeah, he looked really good. There was another really good D tackle too. Let me try to find him. Wait, I think he was actually a defensive end. Hang on. It was Amari Dawson. He was a defensive end. Oh, he had hidden too. 88 power moves. Yeah, that guy's really, really good. I was thinking about trading up for him, but I just didn't want to go through all of that to trade up that far into the 1st round. I'm snagging an extra 3rd round draft pick here for Nelson Aguilar and Kendrick Bourne. Neither of them are really useful on this team anymore, so I figured it was worth it just to get something. The team here for the 2nd season is an 87 overall, 87 offense, 87 defense. Not looking too bad. We have Mac Jones looking nice at superstar development. Mike Evans is the #1 receiver. Also, Bart George joins the team at a 72, but he has hidden. Glass is a 79 overall rookie. Hopefully, he can go off here for us. And then on the defense, we have Edmonds starting at defensive end. Barmore and Winovich are both up to superstar. The team's looking a little bit better from last year's team. Now, hopefully, they can make it back into the postseason. How are we looking here at week 9? We are 4-4 on top of the division once again. All right, not too bad. Let's see if the receiver's development trait is revealed. It is, and he is superstar. All right, that's fantastic. Let's make him a 77 overall. I'm going to bump him up to the number 2 then. All right, that's sick. I did not expect him to have superstar development, but obviously we take those. All right, now let's see who has to come back to the team. Stefan Gilmore. I do want him back, hopefully for like another 2 or 3 seasons. Probably 2. He only wants a 1-year deal. Actually, give him a 3-year contract. See if he wants that. He does. All right, sick. He's still going to be good for another 3 seasons, I'd imagine. Devin McCourty. I will negotiate with him at the end of the season. Dante Hightower, same thing. Sony Michel, we don't need. Jacoby Myers isn't too bad, but we can pretty easily replace him. Same thing with Jawan Bentley and Raekwon McMillan. All right, we don't really need anyone here aside from Stefan Gilmore. We made the postseason again, this time going 10-6, so just a little bit better. On top of the division once more. Mac Jones, 4,800 yards, 35 touchdowns, 12 picks. What is with this playbook and scheme combination? Mac Jones is just going off every year in terms of yardage. Like, what is happening? Daniel Glass was terrible. We still can't run the ball. Mike Evans was really good, though. 1,300 yards, 9 touchdowns. Hunter Henry was solid. Bart George had 11 touchdowns. And then Jacoby Myers, 6 touchdowns, over 800 yards. Oh, the offensive line, specifically the tackles, were really bad. Okay. 112 tackles for rookie Edwin Hurst. 14 for a loss. That's pretty sick. 19 tackles for loss, though, for Christian Barmore. 6.5 sacks for Judon. 6 for Adrian Edmonds. 3 interceptions for Kyle Duggar and Stefan Gilmore. 2 for J.C. Jackson. 1 for Dante Hightower. 4th in the NFL on offense. And defensively, 14th. Mac Jones is going to be your MVP. It's amazing to see. AFC Offensive Player of the Year going to Mac Jones. He's going to be up to Superstar X Factor, I can imagine. Defensive Player of the Year is Devin Bush. Nobody from the Patriots. Offensive Rookie of the Year actually goes to the running back, Daniel Glass. Bart George at number 3. George played way better, but okay. Unless the running back received well. I didn't really notice his receiving stats. But the middle linebacker, Edward Hurst, is going to win Defensive Rookie of the Year. Adrian Edmonds at number 3 then. Not bad whatsoever. We got a couple players in those awards. You love to see that. Now we have to take on the Chiefs. This is going to be tough. Like, really tough. I don't think we win this one, but let's see, man. We do not win 31-20. The Chiefs are a good team, though, so I don't mind that too much. The Buccaneers and the Ravens are in the Super Bowl, and the Ravens are going to win 31-27. Now, Mac Jones should be up to Superstar X Factor. He absolutely is. And he has 6 more experience points. All right. Love to see that. Hunter Henry is also up to a 95 with his morale. That's pretty sweet. We certainly need a new running back. I mean, Daniel Glass is going to be an 83. Not super bad. +1 to speed as well. He has 96 speed. Oh, this guy would be so much fun to use her. Anyway, George is up to an 81, looking pretty good. He's definitely moving up to the number 2, unless I sign a free agent receiver. That can certainly be something that happens. And then on the defense, Hurst did not go up. That's kind of annoying. I thought he would, but it's okay. Devin McCourty did retire, though, so we do need a new free safety. Also, Edmonds up to a 78. Not great, but then Barmore's up to an 88. He's playing really well. All right, so I need some new linebackers. That's for sure. Hopefully we can spend some money here in free agency. So Dante Hightower, I'm not going to bring back. He's down to an 80 overall. Don't really want him anymore. And we have $65 million. Of course, here's Jair. Chris Godwin is here again. Wyatt Taylor is here. We don't really need him. Chandler Jones is here. Chandler Jones can play outside linebacker. For sure, Chandler Jones can play outside linebacker. A 2-year contract? This is quite a bit. Oh, no. I don't know if we're going to be able to get him. This is an expensive contract. I am in first place with this much money, but this is a lot. He is a really good pass rusher, though. I'm going to give him that much money. I'm going to look for middle linebackers. Nobody here is super good. I mean, Chris Barnes is actually fairly solid. I go after him quite frequently, but I will be giving him a contract. Once again, 87 points. We do need a safety. Hopefully I can draft one because there really aren't any good safeties here. And I wouldn't mind another defensive end. Bilal Nichols is pretty good, but I'd rather just have Edmonds, I guess. And we don't need a defensive tackle. Okay, I think we're fine there. A receiver wouldn't be bad. I don't really want to go after Chris Godwin because we just got him in my Jaguars rebuild. But I mean, he's a 97 overall. I am going to go after him. I know I just got him. I apologize. But I just want to see what Mac Jones can do if he has Mike Evans and Chris Godwin on the same team. That's also really weird if this happens. We're just taking the Buccaneers receivers. And that is going to happen. Also, Chandler Jones accepted and Chris Barnes. Oh my god, dude. This team just got so much better. Holy crap. We just need a running back. And this offense is ridiculous. And on the defensive side, Chandler Jones is moving up to right outside linebacker. He's going to rush off the edge for sure, and hopefully he can go off and bring some pressure on this defense. Yeah, we really just need like a free safety and like a better running back. And we're good. And there's potentially a really good running back here in this class. So this guy right here, Demetrius Mcmahon, he had a positive draft story at week 3, and he's an early first round talent. He could definitely be a player we target here. We have the 22nd overall pick in the first round. Let's just simulate straight to that selection. And I'm thinking about taking this running back. He is still here. I really want him. I think he's going to be solid. Might just pull the trigger. Also, like, Ramon Redmond is pretty tempting. He doesn't look good, but he won the Heisman. So he probably has a good development trait. I don't trust it that much, though. I definitely trust McMahon over Redmond. But then another player I definitely want to take at some point is Junior Smallwood. He's an early third-round projection, and we have the 22nd pick in the second round. I don't know if that's going to be enough to get him, but I guess if it comes down to it, Zach Diggs isn't all that bad. We could land him. I was looking at corner, trying to find somebody here to take, but I didn't really scout any first-round corners who looked any good. So I'm just going to go ahead and take Demetrius Mcmahon. Please have hidden development trait. He does. He's a 76, ranked number 8. Really good stats, aside from speed. Really good catching ability, too. Okay. I'm thinking we have him start. I'm just kind of worried about how he's going to play. But hopefully the rest of the offense can kind of carry the load here. Because this offense is tremendous. Aside from our running back. And Junior Smallwood is still here. That's amazing. He's a 74 with normal. Okay, he's starting at free safety immediately. The next player I'm going to take is Chris Hayden. He probably won't play, but he looks decent. He's a 70. Definitely not too bad. Like I said, though, he is not going to really get any significant play time. We can trade this draft pick away. I don't even really know if I'm going to be going to the draft next year, but I might as well do so. I definitely want at least a third for next year. And there's a third there from the Falcons. They're probably going to be pretty good, though. But it's okay. I'm still going to take this. And then I'm just going to take my next 2 picks and then simulate, because I only have 2 more players on the draft board. Hopefully I can get them both. I should be able to. One of them is supposed to go in the 6th round, and he's still here. Sharif Payton. 72. Really solid player there, especially since he was supposed to go in the 6th round. And then this next guy is supposed to go undrafted and also looks really solid. He's going to be a middle linebacker, just a backup, but certainly worth some value. Sean Nash, 69 overall. I will take that as the final pick in the draft that we make. All right, man, I'm really hoping that this running back has superstar or better development trait. That would be really, really big. But after the middle linebacker, we got a 67, a 66, and a 61. Who is the best player in the whole class, though? I see a 79 down there, and he is the best. Anthony Pryor, only normal. Damian Mays looks really good, only normal as well. Garrison Bonds, hidden development trait. And then another running back, Tavon Hendricks. Normal development trait. We definitely picked the right one. Ramon Redmond, here he is. Hidden development trait on the Saints. If he has X Factor, he'd be a really intriguing prospect. He does have X Factor at a 70. I'm kind of jealous of that, honestly. Like, I wish I had him on some of my actual franchise teams that I play, because he'd be a really fun project player. He's really good, though. 91 speed, 85 trucking, 90 acceleration. Yeah, he's an interesting player. I wish I had him on a team I actually played the games of. All right, so every year so far, we have changed the running back, but it's okay. Hopefully McMahon sticks. Here's a look at the team. We have a 95 offense. I'm hoping that even though the running back isn't that good, the rest of this offense can just flourish, right? Mac Jones has been going off. We have Chris Godwin and Mike Evans with the Buccaneers' top 2 receivers. And then we also have Bart George at superstar development as the number 3. The offensive line is still good. The tight ends are still good. And the defense, you know, we lost a couple players, but I still think it's a solid unit, right? Chandler Jones is now on the team. We have Smallwood at middle linebacker. Not middle linebacker. What? Free safety. Chris Barnes is at middle linebacker. Yeah, I don't think the team is looking bad. We're definitely looking better than we were last year. And then hopefully the record can just keep getting a little bit better. I just realized something when I was messing with the depth chart there. Chandler Jones has Zone Hawk as his ability. That's definitely what he should have. That makes a lot of sense. Now, we're going to give him Fearmonger, I guess. And then both of those make sense. All right, that's fine. Yeah, Fearmonger makes way more sense for him other than Zone Hawk. I don't think he drops back all that often. At least he shouldn't be. How are we doing here at week 9? We are 3-4. This is the worst record we've had yet somehow, with by far the best team. We have a 96 offense. What are you talking about? What is the running back's development trait? Still hidden. All right. How close is he? Not actually all that close. Whatever. We'll see in the next couple of weeks, I guess. Who has to come back to the team? Hunter Henry is the top free agent. I would like him. Trent Brown, I would like. Jonathan Jones has actually been really solid. Isaiah Wynn, I want back to. David Andrews is still good. Oh, we have a lot of free agents. Okay, so Hunter Henry. Let's start with him. We have a lot of money, too, though. He's coming back to the team. Trent Brown. I'm just going to give everybody here their base contract. Brown's coming back. Jonathan Jones. I'll give you a 2-year deal if you want it. He's coming back to the team. There we go. Isaiah Wynn. I would certainly like back on the team. He is coming back. David Andrews is still good for another couple seasons. This is fine. He does not want to come back. Chase Winovich has been solid. I'll try to give him a contract here. He is coming back to the team. Jonnu Smith we no longer need. Matthew Judon, N'Keal Harry, Damian Harris. We don't need a lot of these guys here. But I do want David Andrews back. We also have a breakout player here. Probably won't go through, but it's Junior Smallwood, the free safety. If he can get a pick or something this game, that would be absolutely massive. Let's see if he can pick off the Packers. I don't know who their quarterback is right now. Could still be Aaron Rodgers. Who knows? We lost that game by quite a bit. And he did not go up in development trait. Upsetting. But let's see if we can get David Andrews back on the team now. I think he said the contract length works, but that's about it. All right, there we go. He's coming back. Didn't take much more. Now, we're probably not going to make the playoffs this year, which is really upsetting, but let's see what happens. And yeah, we are not in the playoffs, even though we have a 93 overall team. This team went 8-8. We actually almost made it. Mac Jones got a ton of yards again, like an identical season. This is really weird. And once again, the running back sucked. All right, we just need to get a good running back for this next year. Hopefully we can do that. Hunter Henry had a ton of catches. 928 yards. Chris Godwin over 1,000 yards. Bart George had 9 touchdowns. Mike Evans didn't really do all that much. Isaiah Wynn wasn't playing too well, but everybody else there was. 14.5 sacks. I see that for Chandler Jones. He was a good acquisition. 8.5 for these other guys, too. Christian Barmore and Chase Winovich. They both had good seasons. Chandler Jones did a lot to this defense, it seems like. Deshaun Green had 2 interceptions. Why is he playing so much? Actually, he's not. He just got 2 interceptions, but only 12 tackles. Interesting. Stefan Gilmore got 2. Chris Barnes, Kyle Duggar, J.C. Jackson, Joejuan Williams each got 1. 9th this year on offense. I think next year I'm just going to trade for a running back, unless our running back develops super well. And then we're 7th on defense. Cam Newton, look at that, on the Browns, winning MVP. Mac Jones at number 10, he's a 95 overall. Teddy Bridgewater, Offensive Player of the Year. This is a weird season. Mac Jones at number 8, though. Defensive Player of the Year is Myles Garrett. Nobody from the Patriots. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Demetrius Mcmahon, the running back. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Damian Mays. Junior Smallwood, though, at number 2. And then no one else there from the Patriots, I don't believe. All right, well, let's spend this coach experience real quick. I think I'm going to get the receiver upgrade, I guess. I don't know. We still have a lot left, too, but I'll spend that in a little while. Let's go to the Super Bowl, see who's going to be in it. We have auto scouting on, everything like that, so we don't actually have to stop here. The Vikings and the Chiefs. You don't normally see the Vikings in the Super Bowl. And they're going to win, 35-14. All right. Now, this running back, what is his development trait? It is superstar. He's going to be an 83. I don't know what this means, though. I think we just go after a different running back, man. I'm tired of cycling through running backs, but it's just so hard to get a running back to actually play well and develop. It's just unfortunate that we got this guy when we did. If we got McMahon when we drafted Glass, he probably would be like almost a 90 by now, because I probably would have kept him starting the second year. But I don't know if I want to risk not making the playoffs next year. We'll kind of see how it goes. But on the defensive side, I don't think anyone's up in development trait. I'm surprised Barmore isn't. He played really well. I don't think anyone is up in development trait, though. But let's see who is in free agency. I'm really just looking for a running back. If I can get a good running back, this team is going to be incredibly scary. And we have $16 million. Of course, it's Kareem Hunt. I'm sorry that I get him a lot, but we might have to get him again. He's a significant upgrade as well. I will go after good old Kareem Hunt. It happens often. I know it does. But we definitely need some other players on this team, too. We don't need receiver. That's for sure. Nor tight end. We don't need anything else on offense now. just on the defense, we might need some positions here. Now, we don't have all that much more money to spend, but I did go after Tyus Bowser. He's a slight upgrade at outside linebacker. He's going to accept, as is Kareem Hunt. Alright, so I'm just hoping this is the year then that we can make a deep playoff push. But let's go straight to the draft. I did like no actual scouting of my own this season, so I know nothing about this class, but we can check out the Heisman winner. It is going to be a strong safety, Leon Pearson. Or Pearson. It's probably Pearson. Let's go ahead and start the draft and see if we could potentially land that guy. We have the 15th overall pick. Let's see when he is supposed to go. Early first round, but he's a late first round talent, so he's really not even all that great. Let's see if there's an outside linebacker who we could potentially land. Cliff Hewitt looks pretty cool. Early first round talent, mid first round projection. Yeah, he's a player we could potentially trade up for. I would not mind that at all. Let's see if we can move up to like pick number 10 or so. Let me just find whoever has that selection. All right, we're moving up here with the Bengals, giving them the 15th overall pick and a 3rd round draft pick to move up to pick number 9. Now, this should be enough to select this outside linebacker. I really hope it is, because this guy looks really solid. And Cliff Hewitt is still here. Welcome to the team. 77 with normal. Ranked number 3, though. Really solid looking player. He's definitely starting over Tyus Bowser. I'm just going to go ahead and take Xavier Jackson with this selection. 74 with Hayden. Yeah, he's a really good player. I think he's going to play free safety. I did not expect that guy to be so good. I think he was a late round talent. And a 74 for a late round talent is really good. This draft class could be really strong then. Now we're just going to take a couple more selections just to see who we can find down here. 2nd round defensive end, not too bad. I'm going to go with this defensive end, if I can find him again. Garrison Sharp, there he is. He also has Hayden. I'm telling you, dude, you throw on auto scouting and I swear it makes the development traits like more juiced or something. Whenever I do this, whenever I just have auto scouting on for an entire season and I just like select random players here, they almost always have Hayden. It's so strange. I don't know how this keeps happening. But let's take one more player and then we can simulate. Let's go with Martin Dickerson. No Hayden, but a 69 overall. I'll take it. Alright, this draft went surprisingly well. I didn't really expect to get a few starters, but we got 2, which is always nice. Who is the best player in the class, though? A couple 76s at the top, but there were 2 78s. Jadarius McKay and John Allen joining Josh Allen on the Jaguars. Interesting. Chris Gillislee was also pretty good, but we have the 3rd ranked player. He's tied with the Gillislee. So not a bad draft. Not a bad draft at all. Okay, this is going to be the team then for maybe the final season. I don't exactly know if it's going to be the final year, but it very well could be. 91 overall, 96 offense, 87 defense. So the defense isn't that good, but the offense is super, super good. And I'm hoping they can carry the entire team. So Kareem Hunt joins the roster, 91 overall running back. Always great to have him. And then on the defensive side, it's not insane, but we have Barmore, who's really good. Stefan Gilmore is still really good. Chandler Jones is an 89. Winovich is an 87. JC Jackson's a 91. We have a couple of random hidden development trait guys. Oh, that's the defensive end we drafted. He's not that random, but this guy is. Terrence Black. All right, sure. But yeah, this is the team. I'm hoping they can make it back to the playoffs again. The team made the playoffs here, and this is going to be the final season then, just because we had a good year. I don't like ending on a bad season, so this will be the final one. We did not go undefeated, though. As you can see in Week 17, we lost to the Cowboys. We finished 12-4, absolutely destroying the division. Mac Jones, 4,400 yards, 29 touchdowns, 13 picks. Surprisingly enough, this is his worst season. And Kareem Hunt wasn't that good. Demetrius Mcmahon was actually really solid as a backup with 10 touchdowns. Kareem Hunt had 8. All right, I guess. Whatever. Chris Godwin, 1,100 yards, 900 yards for Mike Evans, 800 for Hunter Henry, and then 651 for Bart George. Blocking was pretty good. I don't mind that at all. Defensively, 99 tackles for Chris Barnes, 17 tackles for loss for Christian Barmore, 9 sacks for Chandler Jones, 8 for Barmore, 6 for middle linebacker Edward Hurst. He had a good season. 3 picks for Kyle Duggar, 2 for Jonathan Jones, JC Jackson, Xavier Jackson, and Stefan Gilmore, and then 1 for Edward Hurst and Chris Barnes. We were 8th in the NFL on offense this season, and then we were 4th on defense. There we go. Russell Wilson's going to win MVP. Nobody from the Patriots. AFC Offensive Player of the Year goes to Justin Herbert. Nobody from the Patriots. Defensive Player of the Year is Myles Garrett. No one from the Patriots. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Chris Gillislee. Nobody from the Patriots. But then Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Xavier Jackson. Cliff Hewitt also at number 4. All right, cool. We went 12-4, but we barely got any awards. I mean, whatever. Let's go to the divisional round, where we have to take on the Kansas City Chiefs, who previously beat us in the playoffs. They are an 89 overall, and of course, we are a 93. Let's see if we can win this one, man. I'm really hoping we can. I'm going to go back to a Super Bowl again, and we are going to win, and we have to take on the Chargers. They're an 88 overall. They are super good. I think this is going to be a tough one, but let's advance straight to the Super Bowl. Are we in the big game? We are not. We lost, and they have to take on the Cowboys. All right, whatever. Let's simulate by Super Bowl 58. And the Cowboys are going to win 42-36. That seems like a really enjoyable Super Bowl. But let's see who went up in development trade, and just also check out the development trade of, I think it's the free safety that we drafted. McMahon's up to an 86. He's actually not looking too bad. But, man, this offense is one of the best offenses I've ever built. This side of the ball is looking stupid. It was really nice that we didn't have to do anything to the offensive line. The offensive line was tremendous this whole time. And then defensively, the free safety only has Star, but Barmore is up in development trade. I think Kyle Duggar is too. So the team's really not looking bad. Like, this is a strong roster. I wish they would have made the playoffs last year. I would have made this rebuild a little bit better, but it's all good. Thank you guys so much for watching this one. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.
Where every step you take is do or die.